Okay, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councillor Jones.
Here.
Councillor Geisler. Councillor Jelly.
Here.
Councillor LeBlanc.
Here.
Mayor Boucher.
Here. Announcements. Do any councilors have announcements? I'd like to send our condolences to the Luffholm family and the Martin family on the death of Mike, who died during the rollerblade marathon of a heart attack. Very young man, 36 years old, 3-month-old baby, had just been born. I remember him as a high school student. He was a good, solid member of the community, and his family's been part of the community for a long time. So I'd like to send our condolences and with the council's permission from all of us. We have no public hearing this evening. Communications are on file. Mr. Mulder, if you could give us a short synopsis of the pre-agenda presentations.
Five of them during the agenda. The first was just a legislative update from Eric Simonson with the proposal for Utah cities in the 2024 legislative session. We talked about some of the work that they did there. We had a brief conversation about city council pay, providing you some additional information about what other cities might be paying. We had a presentation of the comprehensive plan. We worked up to date, specifically on future land use, future commercial and housing, and future park and rec and transportation are the main 5 areas.
Sorry. We did a discussion on possible ordinance regarding THC. And then the last one was the update on the feasibility study for the Mary Lane sewer and street project. Staff met with the residents last week. I think it was on Thursday. The general consensus among the residents and staff was that it didn't make financial sense to proceed with that project. That formal report will come to the city council in 2 weeks and ask you to accept the report, but not call for a public hearing.
Thank you. Next, we have public discussion. This is the time for individuals to address the council about any item not on the agenda. We ask that you limit your time to 3 minutes per person. If anyone wishes to speak, please step forward and to the podium and start with your name and address.
My name is Dale Simpson. I live at 4993 Thompson Road. The flag lot on the Thompson Road that was approved by the zoning board on August 20th needs to be stopped. Mr. Kaznerek was in the city planner's office. He's the one closest to it, most affected by it. On August 19th, asking to see the application for the flag lot, which is public information. He was told he could not see it because it was not complete. If it was not complete on the 19th, it's not likely that it was complete on the 20th. The developer did not show up at the zoning meeting on the 20th. No vote should have taken place without a complete application. We were told on August 20th that a city council was going to vote on this September 3rd. That did not happen. What is worse is what you are willing to allow happen to these people. First, this is not about me. Don't let your dislike for me stop you from doing something to these people. You will be hurting them. You will not be hurting me. They do not deserve what is about to happen to them by this disastrous ordinance. The ordinance was enacted by the Hermantown City Council. These people have lived on the Thompson Road for 50 years. They've continuously upgraded their home and property. They have worked their entire life to build a beautiful home and landscape the property. They have a beautiful outside living area in their backyard with privacy that will be totally lost. This yard is mowed lawn to lawn on adjoining property. There are trees 50 to 100 years old, which will be removed for this flag lot road. The trees are directly in the center of the proposed road. These people have the best maintained property on the Thompson Road They also have spent more time outside enjoying this property than anyone on Thompson Road. Once this flag lot goes in, they will have a 500-foot gravel road along their property line. It will be like living next to a 500-foot gravel pit. A house will be built behind their house, making them their now private backyard, the front yard of the flag lot, losing all privacy. Their property value will drop as well as the value, except for the value for the developer. Probably making this property a hard sell unless it becomes a flag lot and further degrades the neighborhood. To the city council, if this was your house, you would be against this flag lot. The flag lot ordinance is a rubber stamp. I expect no employee of the city of Hermantown has seen this property for the purpose of investigating this flag lot. I will go further. I bet no city employee has gotten closer to this property than a satellite photo. And then never thought about what's going to be happening to these people. No flag lot has ever been denied in Hermantown. This, along with a rubber stamp, is a red flag for negligence. The city council is supposed to be looking out for the resident taxpayers, not doing rubber stamps for developers. It looks like ordinances are written to be used against residents. If the city council lets this happen, it is the city council doing this to these people, not the developer. The city council has an ability to stop this. Lack of oversight causes shoddy performance. Everyone I have talked to is against flag lots. Mary Murphy was at the zoning meeting. She told my wife and I that she was against flag lots. Flag lots had been installed near her and she did not like it. The woman on the zoning committee said one was installed next to her. She did not like it, but it was never built on, so it was okay. She did not like it, yet she voted to let this happen to these people. The people getting the worst part of this have been there 50 years. The neighbor on the other side of the flag lot has been there 30 years. The homeowner next to him has been there over 60 years, and I have been on the Thompson Road over 40 years. We are all against this flag lot. Conclusion, flag lots are bad for everyone except the developer and should not be allowed. Flag lots should not be allowed unless property owners on both sides agree. The city council needs to do due diligence and make sure the application actually exists. City council needs to remember damage to quality of life, privacy, and property values. If the city council allows this flag lot, they will be responsible for what is about to be done to these people. The fact that flag lot has never been denied is a red flag. After years of doing this, it is not likely that there would not have been a problem with one. This one is not right. I expect that there will be no harassment or persecution for this. And I'd like to say talk about how I found out about this. This appeared in a paragraph in the Hermantown Star, and people who have had flag lots installed next to them started calling me, and they were concerned that this flag lot was going to be next to me, and they were worried what happened to them was going to happen to me. That's how I found out. I didn't get a letter or anything. I found out from concerned people who do not like flag lots because it's happened to them. They didn't want to have it happen to me. And I will repeat any part of this if you like. And I got more, but I'm over time.
If you have anything else that you'd like to give to the city clerk to be recorded, we have
With
that
me right now.
capability also.
I'll be back.
Thank you. Good
Tony
evening.
Marino, 3760 Johnson Road. Last few times I've been here, I've been begging the city to do some ditching and culvert work on our road in front of my property. That has been done, and my driveway is completed, and I'm very happy with everything. And I think, John, you got the ball rolling, took your own time on a Sunday evening. Appreciate it. Dave Wolf isn't here. I want to thank him. He came out a couple times. He listened to me as a long-term resident, knowing the way the water flows and how it all works, and designed a project for it. Hedberg Construction little headstrong at first, but they worked with me as well. And everything is, we've only had one good rain since then, but it looks like it's working very good. And so anybody else that was involved with the city that helped move this along, I just want to thank you.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Is there any other public discussion this evening? Anyone online? No, no one online. Okay. Last call for public discussion. We will move to the consent agenda. Consent agenda is the minutes approval or correction of the September 3rd, 2024 City Council continuation minutes and accounts payable approved general city warrants from September 1st, 2024 through September 15th, 2024 in the amount of $951,579.24. Is there a motion?
Move to approve.
Second. Motion by Counselor LeBlanc, second by Counselor Geisler. Mr. Mulder, anything for this?
No.
Anything we need to know?
No.
Okay, roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Counselor Jelly,
Aye.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Aye.
Counselor Jones, Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Resolutions, resolution 2024-187. Resolution to adopt the proposed property tax and proposed budget for taxes payable 2025 and scheduling the truth in taxation hearing. Is there a motion?
I'll move to approve.
Motion by Counselor Geisler. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Jelly. Mr. Mulder?
So this is a required resolution for you to set the proposed levy and budget and then schedule the truth and taxation hearing. This gives residents the opportunity, they will receive a notice from the county of the proposed taxes and when the public hearings are. And then we'll hold that public hearing, that first meeting in December. You can, from this point, you can reduce the tax levy, but you cannot raise it
And we can shift items in the budget.
as long as you don't increase the tax levy, yes.
Any questions or comments from council?
We briefly talked about having a work session to try to talk this through, and I would like to try to do that. And John had recommended a couple of dates, and I guess maybe we should do a doodle poll or something to get that figured out in the near
We'll
future.
just talk about it after tonight's meeting at the end of the meeting.
That'd be fine.
Either way.
Anything else? Is there any public input on this resolution? Any public input on resolution 2024-187? Any public input on the resolution adopting the proposed property tax and proposed budget for taxes payable 2025? Roll call, please.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Counselor Jelly,
Aye.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Aye.
Counselor Jones. Aye. Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Next is resolution 2024-188. Resolution directing preparation of assessment roll for delinquent utility charges. We have a motion.
Move to approve.
Motion by Counselor Jones. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor LeBlanc. Mr. Mulder?
Every year, we prepare an assessment roll for those people that have not paid their utility bills. We bring it to the city council. Around this time of year, they have the opportunity to have a hearing in front of the utility commission, and then you will do a final assessment on December 2nd, I believe, and before it goes to the county for inclusion on the 2025 tax bills. Almost all of these are for delinquent stormwater bills.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? Is there any public input on this resolution? Any public input on the preparation of assessment roll for delinquent utility charges? Is there any public input on resolution 2024-188? Roll call, please.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Aye.
Counselor Jones. Aye. Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Counselor Jelly,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Next is resolution 2024-189. Resolution approving a change order number 6 for Fichtner Park improvements to Caskey Incorporated in the amount of $61,153.20. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Counselor Jelly. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Jones. Mr. Mulder?
Previously, you had approved a change order for some new soils and material where the skate park was going to be at Victor Park. The estimate really was, at that time, was about 40,000. As they were doing the work there, there was much more soil that needed to be corrected. So the final cost was 61,153.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council? I have one. Is this an additional 61 or 61 total?
It's the total.
Okay, so it's just a slight bit above what we approved before.
That's my understanding, yes.
Thank you. Is there any public input on this resolution? Any public input on the resolution for change order number 6 for Fichtner Park improvements? Is there any public input on resolution 2024-189?
Mr. Mayor, before we call for a vote, I just looked up that change order and it does say estimated increase this change order, 61,153. So I believe that it is,
Additional?
I think it is additional.
I think that's my understanding as well. I think it is on top of what we did before because.
top of the
scale
40?
Soils. Yep.
Sorry, my
Thank-
bad.
Thank you.
Misunderstood that.
Any public input on this resolution? Roll call, please.
Counselor Jelly,
Aye.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Aye.
Counselor Jones,
Aye.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Next is resolution 2024-190, resolution approving pay request number 4 for Fichtner Park improvements to Caskey Incorporated in the amount of $994,253.85. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Counselor LeBlanc. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Geisler. Mr. Mulder?
This is for the pay app for the last month worth of work out at Fichtner Park.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from council?
I guess I would ask, since it's 3 weeks till our next meeting and just kind of an update. I know the city engineer is not here, but maybe the infrastructure manager could highlight us on things that have taken place and things yet to be done yet this fall. Not to put you on the spot, but.
As far as I know, the project is still on scope and on track. In fact, we found out, Eric can help fill this in too, where the playground was gonna be next year and now it's going to be this year, correct? Yep, so.
That is correct. We're looking at October 2nd for the playground installation, looking at the skate park approximately October 20th. So basically all those things are on track for this year. My understanding really the other thing is just the delivery and installation of the actual seating system associated with Field 1, that is going to be a spring delivery next year.
But the green, as we mentioned, the grass is greening up and will the lines be drawn and the infield be done and all of that? That's the goal?
Yeah, we were just out there. We're talking on Field 2 now. On Field 1, they were actually just working on the warning track when I was out there earlier today. So a good portion of that field is all set. One of the next steps that they have to do is the installation basically of that rubber material that goes into the fabric associated with that turf. So it'd be kind of the last step that way. But we have another site meeting tomorrow. And like I said, when we saw it last Friday, I'd probably say 85% of that field was covered in material at that point.
I actually had somebody ask me that and I didn't know the answer. Is that entire field turf or is the infield dirt?
It's 100% turf.
100%.
The infield's a different color though.
Brown, I hope. I mean,
Yes,
yeah.
it looks like dirt from the road.
I didn't realize that.
Makes it, yeah, ground balls will be different.
Any council questions? Any public input on this resolution? Any public input on resolution 2024-190? Any public input on pay request number 4 for Fisher Park improvements? Roll call, please.
Counselor LeBlanc,
Aye.
Counselor Jones,
Aye.
Counselor Geisler,
Aye.
Counselor Jelly,
Aye.
Mayor Boucher.
Aye. Next is resolution 2024-191. Resolution approving change order number 2, road improvement district number 541 to Northland Constructors in the amount of $218,720. Do we have a motion to approve or deny? Is there a motion?
Motion to deny.
Motion to deny by Counselor Jelly. Is there a second to that motion? Second by Counselor Jones. Don't think we need any explanations with a motion to deny. All we need is a voice vote for that. Is that correct?
You could do a roll call or a voice vote, doesn't matter. You're not required to have a roll call for every resolution.
Right. All in favor of denying, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That's it. And we don't need a closed session this evening, Mr. Mulder?
No.
Do we have a motion to recess?
Motion to recess.
Motion to recess by Counselor LeBlanc. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Counselor Jones. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign.